Hey guys, it's Paul. Episode 3 of Happy Me Philosophy. I want to talk about, I'm not sure which part of the philosophy, but I'll work out as I go where it sits. Is that it's easy not to do it. It's easy not to bother. Two things happened yesterday. One, after school we have my niece and my nephew came over, and on a Friday night my niece goes dancing, and after school, it's Friday, who wants to go dancing at 5 o'clock, right? And some days. And I was saying, go for it, you've got to go practice, you've got to get better. And she's like, well, the competition's not till November, which may be true or maybe not, but I'm sure there's going to be some competitions in the way. And I was like, you'll be fine when you get there, you'll enjoy it, you like dancing, just go. I said, it's so easy to sit here and not bother. It's so easy to sit on the sofa and watch the telly. I said, but the problem is people who do that don't achieve anything. And saying that, sometimes when you give somebody some advice, not sometimes, nearly all the time, you're listening to it yourself. So I've not done an Happy Me philosophy video for 2 days. I've pretended there's been other things that are more important, or there's other things that'll take me time up that I can do. So I thought, it's interesting that you gave her that advice, but you don't take it yourself, do you? You don't go, well, you need to do it today, but I can't be arsed today. I'm not set up, I'm not ready. But these are just impromptu videos. I'm just going to sit down and talk Happy Me philosophy. Where that sits in Happy Me philosophy is possibly, there's always something in between the $1 million brain and what you think about you become. So if you think that you can't be bothered to go dancing, or you can't be bothered today, or you haven't been able to think past what happens today, I haven't been able to say by episode 500 I'll have this cracked, I'll have an audience, I'll know what I'm doing, I'll probably have better cameras. In fact, in episode 500 I'll point you back to episode 3 and see what the differences are. There might not be a lot of difference because this format might just work. But also yesterday, me and my friend Mick played golf, and the weather forecast said it was going to rain. It just said, rain all day, course will be unplayable. But we got up in the morning and it wasn't raining, it was no rain. Luckily me and Mick are both members, so we kind of don't have to pay. We've paid before, but so we knew that if we started playing and it started raining, we could just walk off. We weren't playing a new course where it's £30 a round, and it was going to cost us £30 to try. And we went down there, and it never rained, and we had a great round of golf. We had a lot of fun, and you walk off glad that you gave it a go. So I've got videos about 40% chance of rain. If you're looking at an app that says 40% chance of rain and you don't go, don't let apps tell you the weather. I'm not sure that's great advice, but what I'm saying is just going and doing it, going trying. Like we're playing today. We have obviously Happy Me Saturday Club. It's possibly going to rain again, but we're going to turn up at 1 o'clock. If it rains, we're going to go driving range and practice. We're not just going to sit and watch TV, which would be quite easy. There's a game on at 12 o'clock. Because we want to get better at golf. We want to go out and play, and if we can't play, we'll go and practice. It's just. I think the point of this video, episode 3, is it's so easy not to bother. Jim Rohn's got a speech where he says it's easy to get rich, but it's easy not to. It's easy not to bother. It's easy to sit and put another episode of whatever on TV, or my nephew's obsessed with Fortnite, the game on PlayStation at the minute, which is fine if you're going to get good at it. If you want to be a great gamer, then do your gaming, and take it seriously. But if you want to be a casual gamer, but only play, don't be a casual gamer that plays 5 hours a day, because that's not, if you practice, you're basically practicing 5 hours a day, but it's just a casual gamer, you're just messing about. What you could do for those other 4 hours, but telling a 10-year-old that's not easy. So I just wanted to say, within the Happy Me philosophy, if you already knew, $1 billion brain, set your goal. So $1 billion brain and set your goal is in number 1, lesson 1. You've got this goal of, I've got a goal of being a +2 golfer, to scratch, and then there's +2. So I want to be better than scratch at golf. So I have to think, even though it's going to rain today, or what would a +2 golfer do? So what you think about you become is lesson number 2. So the goal in lesson 1, I have to think $1 billion brain. I can achieve more than I think, and I've set that goal. It's probably that way, but in golf you're actually losing shots, aren't you? So it goes down. And then what you think you become on lesson 2 is I've got to start thinking that I am already a +2 golfer. What does that golfer do? That golfer goes and practice. That golfer reads the books or studies the game. That golfer finds people to play with that are going to improve his game, or he finds a professional that can give lessons. Or what does that? I can't think as me at 6 or 7 handicap, whatever, I haven't got an official one, I'm about 6. I have to think, what does a +2 golfer do? How is his practice looking different to mine? He's still having fun. It's not like you don't have to have fun to get better, but you have to start getting on that track of like this, episode 3, Paul, you sat here browsing around, pottering about at work, get episode 3 done. What does a guy with 1,000 episodes look like? What does a guy that's, believes in his Happy Me philosophy, to get up, to be the best you, 0.5, like indent 3. So 4 rules to self-esteem: be the best you, reset to be the best you, and then go again. So episode 3 is about, it's easy not to bother. It's easy for me to go, oh, sod it. It's easy for me to not work out. I don't know if you can see the bike. It's easy for me to just grab another coffee and think that's the energy, not the energy of eating healthy or living healthy or finding energy. It's just easy to chill out and do nothing and waste away. But what's this? This is January. What day is it today? 19th, 20th? Yeah, January 20th, 2018. The days are long, the years are short, and it will be January 20th, 2019, before in a blink of an eye. And we've all got to get going, and whatever our dreams are, whatever your $1 billion brain's going to tell you, or your gut. So trust the feel is telling you, what do you want to do? Who do you want to be? What's your goal? And then your $1 billion brain's going to get you there. But if you don't set anything, if you don't set a plan to say, I'm going that way, this is where I'm going, and every day it gets you out of bed, it gets you going forward, your worthy ideal, I'm going that way, then you end up wondering where last week went to, and wondering where the day got away from you, because you haven't got that plan. Because it's easy not to have a plan. It's easy to ride through and not bother. So, Happy Me philosophy, you know it by now, or you don't know it by now. Come and visit happy-me.com. Come and visit me at paulnicholson.com. We could talk on the forum, get more into it. I am starting to build the lessons out, so the Happy Me philosophy will be a full training course eventually, where we'll go deeper into the 9 points. There's really 5, but one's got 4 extra, and I'm gonna go really into all this stuff. Obviously, these episodes will do a different thing every day, but have fun, go out, get moving, do that thing that you need to do, and you keep putting off. Just do it now. See you soon. Cheers.